Who's not in for a rib finger? These might even be good for Halloween, I reckon. Anyway, rib finger, it's a meat between the bones. Let's get a quick rub made for them. We'll get them in the smoker. I've got a teaspoon of salt and pepper just in my little measuring jars. I've got 3 tablespoons of soft brown sugar and 3 tablespoons of smoky paprika. Give that a quick rub up. Make a nice deep red rub. Not too salty, not too spicy. It's just going to be nice and sweet and coat every part of this pork. Let's get the rub in on these pork fingers. Make sure that all sides are coated. It's a nice sweet rub. Right. Make sure every bit gets a bit of that sugar, salt and paprika on it, and that's going to be a good thing about these rib fingers. You're going to get that bark, that flavour all the way round. Maximum flavour, maximum smoke exposure, eh? Can't get any better than that. Right, trusty tea towel. I've got several down here. This is me one for just wiping my hands off. Right, let them sit in the board. Got the smoker set up. We're going to be smoking these at 120 degrees Celsius, about 248-50 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to smoke it with a bit of apple wood. So I've got some Weber apple chunks, and I think 3 nice chunks of this apple wood will be nice. Handy thing about the fornetto smoker, it's got the little door at the bottom. So let's get added in. Sorry, I'm disappearing off camera. Oops. Right, smoke wood's in. Sorry I disappeared. Let's get that lid off. I've got my water pan in, but I've got no water in the pan. We're going to give these a spritz in about an hour. Get them on the barbecue, but make sure that you keep a nice bit of room between each one, just to, again, like I say, get that smokiness around it all, let it form its own bark. The colour of these ribs is fantastic. I'll give a quick close-up in a second just so you can see. Don't waste that rub, we'll just get it on the top. It'll render down with that fat. It's just going to make beautiful, sticky, crispy, tender pork fingers. I'll get that lid back on. We'll let that roll now for an hour. I'll see you guys in an hour when we get to spritzing. Right then, an hour's gone by. Let's have a look. Oh, they're looking absolutely fantastic. We're just going to hit them with a little bit of apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, and a little bit of water just to water it down. And we're just going to moisten these ribs up. They've really taken on that lovely apple smoke. We'll cover them back up, we'll let them run for another hour, then we'll test them for tenderness and see if we need to turn the temp up to start to crisp that outside. See you guys in another hour. Right, we've been on another hour, starting to get dark, winter's coming in. Somebody really needs to invent smell-o-vision. It smells amazing. And them pork fingers are absolutely looking fantastic. Lovely deep smoky colour on them. And looking nice and juicy. I'm just going to give them all just a quick turn around, bit of a move around. And then I'm going to give them a spritz. We're going to get that cover back on, lid, and then we'll crank that temperature up. Real good spritz this time, and then we're going to get some crispy skin on the outside. Just give them a quick probe to see how they're doing. Yeah, they're nice and there's next to no resistance in them. Sorry, I know I shouldn't. Right, lid on. To get this barbecue going up to temp, up to a higher temp. Helps if I get the lid on right first. We'll get the vents open wide. I'll get my trusty fire stick. I'll just give the coals a quick rammel up and really get that heat cranked up now. I'll open the bottom vents up as well. So flattering when you're on the floor, isn't it? So we've been smoking these around the 120 mark, 250 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to crank that up now, hopefully to somewhere around the sort of 150 to 170 range. We'll see how high it gets and see how long it takes to crisp them up. So what's that? Around the 300 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit range. So we'll give that a blast. I'll see you guys in half an hour. Right, we've got her up to about 310 degrees Fahrenheit, 154, 55 degrees Celsius. They've had half an hour crisping up. I can't take any more. I want to eat them rib fingers. It's dark now, but Buster is sat, my trusty little taste colleague. I'm sure he'll come in for the taste test. Oh my God. You really need smell-o-vision. Come up with a nice little way to present these, he says. Get your chip cones, get your pink butcher's paper in, and then we'll start to get the little ribby fingers dropped in. Oh, they smell wonderful. Juicy, a little bit crispy, looking quite funky, and the little chip cones. Nice way to serve up to your friends and family. A couple of chip cones on a nice board, being good with some little tray of chips and some BBQ sauce. Get them on. What do you reckon, guys? Right, just let them just cool off for 1 minute so me and Buster can go in for the taste test. I'll give them 1 minute, I'll put the lid back on the barbecue. I'll see you when they cool down. Right, we've given them a couple of minutes. I've put one out here for me and Buster to try. Nice little crunch and bark on the outside. Oh, ow, still hot. Nice little pull. Hickory. beautiful bits of pork. Going for a dip of the old BBQ sauce. Oh yeah. It's worth cranking that temperature at the end to get that bit of bark on the outside. Buster, what do you think, mate? Tails wagging, Buster definitely approves. The meat's still nice and juicy. Nice and smoky. Never took my mouth full. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I hope you enjoyed this cook. If you do, give us a like. Hit that subscribe button down there. Any comments, cooks that you want me to do in the smokers, in the barbecues, on the Kamado grills, let us know and I'll do it for you guys. Look out for some of my future cooks coming up, and always hit that subscribe button over there. It's going to help this channel grow. See you soon. Keep on cooking, guys. Enjoy.